Yo, 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 what is good, everyone? Happy Wednesday. It's your guy, Rez, and I am back with you guys for episode 80, guys. This is a very long and just successful live stream, man. Just to kind of backpedal a little bit, guys. First off, it's your boy, Rez, for those of you who don't know. Luis, what's up, man? Thank you. I was actually just going to message you the link, but it looks like you beat me to the punch. And thank you, man, for hopping on. But yeah, you made it. You made it to the live streams. Welcome to everybody else that is a part of these lives. Every Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. And this live stream is episode 80, as I mentioned. This one is an open live. So I definitely want to kind of rev the engines a little bit with this and kind of open the table for anybody out there. I try to do these open lives at least once a month. So that way, you guys have something you would like to bring to the table. This is the time to do it. This is the place to do it. If you want to talk about jerseys, if you want to talk about sneakers, if you want to talk about life, if you want to talk about collectibles, whatever is on your mind, your boy, this is what we do on this platform right here, guys. And I love to share this type of stuff on my platform because it gives everybody who's not just a jersey head, but people who just love to collect, people just that love the same stuff that I'm into, an opportunity to speak their mind. And we might have a couple of disagreements, but it's always at the end of the day, it's always a great conversation. It definitely gives perspective for a lot of different types of stances on things. I've certainly learned a lot from it. And I hope you guys do as well. And I do have a guest I'm going to let hop on. Yo. What up, man? Kind of blurry. I can't really see you. Can you hear me?
Blurry.
Yeah, you're mad blurry, bro. Can't see you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I'm coming in clear. It look clear to me. I don't know.
I don't know, guys. Hopefully, this is just technical difficulties that gets resolved. Can you guys see us both okay? I'm not sure on whose end is blurry here. Let's see. All right. Okay. Look, if you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys can hear and see me okay. And also Throwback King, if you could hear and see him, give him a thumbs up as well. He says now he's not. Okay. Damn. Hopefully he gets on soon. I'm not really sure what happened when I let him on. He was really blurry on my end. Oh, looks like he signed out. He's probably going to try and hop back on. Hopefully he hops back on. But Bay Area, what's good? What's good? Yo, I saw that pasta you were making on your story, bro. You got to share some of that dinner, bro. It's all love, bro. Just joking. Okay, so Snacks, yeah, I don't know. He's probably trying to reset his connection, guys. But episode 80, I have to hit that home, man, on this episode, man, because this is a milestone. 80 episodes in the live streams, guys, and it's just crazy thinking about it because, yo, like I said, as I mentioned in episode 79, the last episode, I made the big announcement about pretty much, ending the lives at episode 100, and it's something that was thought about. For those of you who are wondering if you guys want more context to that, it was something that I was thinking about for a very long time. And, I just had to make the decision to pretty much end it there because I feel like it's time. I feel like it's time to move on to another part of the channel and also just be able to focus on other things in my life personally. And so, I was presented with a lot of support from the decision, which I'm very grateful for. And There we go.
Good.
Yep, perfect.
Word.
Perfect. Louis says episode Jerry Rice. What episode was that?
80.
Oh, duh. Just went over my head. But yeah, this is an open live, man. So pretty much anything we brought to the table, whether you want to talk about jerseys or you want to talk about sneakers or you talking about collecting, the floor is open. If you want to talk about UFOs, that's also a topic that has been on my mind in the last few months here. But yeah, I mean, do you have anything you want to bring to the table, Snacks?
Make throwbacks great again.
Make throwbacks great. That's a great name.
Shout out to Mac. Made another great shoot.
Oh, he made you another. He made a bro, we got to see this. What is this? Okay.
Killing it.
Okay.
I would show you the back, but my booty too fat.
That's fire.
Shout out to Mac, man. He's killing it.
Yeah, man. I actually I hit him up because I was thinking about getting another Cena shirt done, but with his actual like editing, because the one that we did was he was kind of middleman.
Yeah, they're part.
Yeah, so I kind of want to take another crack at it, but with his pretty much 100% his control. So he said, yeah, just send him some pictures and he'll work something out. But that's dope, man.
Yeah, he's super creative, man.
Yeah. Nice jersey, bro. It's not the one you got me though, bro. I'm sorry, man.
I hate that jersey, man. I'm sorry. That's just me. I'm not saying,
You said you would hate this jersey? Really? You don't like this one?
The gray one is.
Oh, this is like one of the best. It's like easily like top 25 greatest Mitchell and Ness jerseys of all time, bro.
So generic.
So generic.
To each his own. That's just my opinion. I like the gray one better.
Yeah. No, I mean both are dope. I think they're both cool. Like the older San Antonio jerseys are just so fire to me. So what happens if I hit the link, the StreamYard one? Yeah. So if you take the link, Luis, you'll be in the queue where I can add you on if you want to hop on like real time, like me and Albert are doing right now. Or if you want to just stay in the comment section, feel free to type whatever it is and the comments you have, and I can highlight it. So this is pretty much the platform. I know you asked about it on Kings earlier today, which is a great question, by the way. Which is another.
I got a few words about that, but they're not going to be positive words.
I
always keep it 100, but it's not about Lewis or anything like that. It's just about
I actually wanted to talk about that briefly on this. I know it's an open live, but I actually wanted to kind of throw that conversation out there if there's nothing that's brought up. But that's a dope shirt. Says get some shit if y'all want to see. Hit that like button because I really greatly appreciate that. Yeah, man. So basically, yeah, like there's been a lot in the scene of content creating for the Jersey community. Like I've seen it, a lot of posts from a lot of different members, and I'm not trying to throw any shade out there to anybody that's making content. And that was also part of my decision as well to end the live streams at episode 100, because I actually wanted to also give an opportunity to people that came after me, or before me. It doesn't matter when, but like I wanted to give them an opportunity to do something like this, full time if they want it. Because I know like when there's a lot of stuff going on, especially during sports seasons, a lot of people don't tune in on the lives because they're either watching the game or they're tuning in with somebody else's channel, which is totally fine. But, like I said, there's always people that want to do something. And I always feel like invitation is the greatest flattery or the greatest compliment. That saying goes, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that inspired me to make these lives. One of them that I'm talking to right now, so I have my screen here. And also for other people that make great content that also are doing it significantly well. And, it's amazing, man. Like, it's like almost like I want everybody to grow. I want everybody to succeed. At the same time, I don't want to take a person's shine away if that person is also trying to do something and they could commit more to it than myself. I don't know what you were gonna say, Albert, or what your 2 cents was on the whole conversation about that, but
I'm gonna try to keep it PG. I think people are full of shit, straight up. Because the people that like Lewis, great idea. Like everybody had these ideas. I'm not taking anything from Lewis. Lewis is a very knowledgeable person, and we've been on lives together, and he's very knowledgeable about having a podcast and how everybody's like, oh, I'll do that. I'll listen to that. I'll tune in for that, which is bullshit because everybody that always leaves comments. I'm not calling anybody out in general, but people that always say, oh, I'll watch that, are the same people that never fucking support the channel, never tunes in, like they're all quick to be like, oh, I'll watch something like that, but they never come in. We have over whatever 5,000 whatever Kings members. If they really support what we do and what you do, we should have hundreds of people in here supporting what you do. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we do, we support. Like some content, I don't even watch some of the content, but I go in there and I hit the like button. I support it. You know what I'm saying? I try to be, I don't sit there and watch every video, but if you put out content, I'll try to watch it. And if I don't watch it, I'll click on it, hit the like button real quick, and go do what I gotta go do. I might not be watching the whole content, but at least I go in there and hit the like button. The thing I don't like is how we have these ideas. Everybody's all for it in the comments, hitting likes. Oh yeah, that'll be awesome. That'll be cool. That'll be awesome. When the day comes to when you put out that content, crickets. Nobody supports it. Nobody shows up. And it's always the same faces that show up. You can name in your hand the same people that show up here in your lives all the time, are consistent, supporting your life. You know the people. You can name them in your hands. But yet we have thousands of Kings members that say they support what we do, but they never show up. They don't even hit the like button. Why don't we have thousands of likes on your videos? Why don't we have all these comments and support and whatever? So that's the part that pisses me off. So when I read that and people leave all these long comments about this and that, where are those people now? This is not new. This is not news to anybody that you're on Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. This is not new. You've been doing this for over a year. But yet it's the same people that show up all the time supporting you. But yet we never have new faces in here. We never have new supporters. We always have the same amount of views. We don't have all these likes. That's what I don't like. People like to come up with ideas, but they never and everybody supports the idea through comments. But when the day is time to show up and like really support, nobody shows up. That happens with the jersey challenges. I mean the jersey challenges, the jersey battles. That happens with us going live on Kings. Happens with me going live, you going live. It happens with all of us. We have all these Kings members that say, yeah, we support you, but when just the math don't add up, the views don't add up. You know what I'm saying? That's what frustrates me. I don't want to knock Lewis for this is not a new idea. You know what I'm saying? This is like we've been doing this for years. Lewis is coming in. He's probably been in here for like 2-3 years. And when he was on the live, I know he's gone through some personal stuff, but when he was on live, when we was alive through the whole pandemic, he's very knowledgeable, especially about Giants and stuff like that. And he'll be a great person to have a podcast. But the thing is, why is he gonna you put in the energy? You take time away from your family, you take time away from your dog, you take time away from everybody to come in here for at least 2 to 3 hours, and you can't even get a fucking like button. But yet people claim that they support what you do. That's what pisses me off. Because when I go when I'm not here and I see how many people, I see 7 or 10 people watching, but yet we have 5,000 Kings members that say they support what you do. But where they at?
Right.
The numbers don't show that. That's what
I'm with you 110%. And again, like I'm not trying to talk big game about my channel and stuff like that, because my channel is very small compared to a lot of other big YouTubers out there. But the numbers speak for itself. Episode 80, like I do these once a week, every Wednesdays. So that's literally 80 weeks of episodes that I've done this. And partly why I don't share my content, my actual my live stream on Kings is because not every time it's jersey related. and I try to keep it 100. If it's a jersey topic, I will share the stream, but also I post videos and I post content.
But these people are subscribed to you too, so they know that stuff pops up.
Exactly.
But don't claim you're supporting what you do, and you can't even come in here and hit the like button. I know people has lives, but it takes 2 seconds. But my thing is, like, our Jersey community, I think is a dying community on YouTube, and it's dying because we don't have the support of our own fucking people. You know what I'm saying? So, but if we're talking negative about Mitchell and Ness, I bet everything goes up. The like buttons go up, the views go up when you're talking something negative. But when you're trying to big up like a pickup or do something like that, it's crickets. I don't understand that, man. It's frustrating. I see it at the end of me being an admin on Kings, and I see it. Negativity when you start talking. The hot topic, if you start right now, if you make a whole topic about we're gonna talk shit about Mitchell and Ness for an hour, bet you this room gets packed. But nobody comes in here and we're like, hey, Rez got a new pickup. He wants to share with you guys. Crickets.
Right. Yeah, it is frustrating, and it makes me, as a content creator myself, it really makes me feel some type of way as well. And I have to really, sometimes I find myself having these conversations in my head, and even with you guys, about the same kind of topic at hand. Like, it's the same conversation. Like, why is it that I'm making content that people are asking for and they're not showing, and these same people are not showing up? Luis, shout outs to you, because I messaged you directly about my channel, and I told you what I was doing, and you hopped on. Like, you were like, yeah, I'm a try and make it, and you were a man of your word. So I really do appreciate that, because you were true to your word. You were genuine to what you said, and you're here. And I do talk about Jersey stuff, not all the time, but I do talk about Jersey topics. And a lot of us, like Snacks and other people like Mac, Adam, and everybody else, the regulars, hop on and they share their thoughts based on the topic of the jerseys. So, we've done everything from jersey breakdowns, ranking jerseys. We've talked about like the fall and rise of Mitchell and Ness, like almost anything that you can think of that is jersey related. I've touched it in some way, shape, or form, and we've kind of discussed it and broke it down. And sometimes it's disappointing, because these conversations can be so great if that amount of people that flooded your posts on Kings participated. And it makes me wonder, like, well, what is stopping these people from coming to a platform like mine and sharing their thoughts if I'm touching the subjects that they want? Like, I don't know what else other than them just not supporting me. I can't think of any other reason why you wouldn't want to hop on a platform that's literally giving you a platform to speak your mind about what you're passionate about, which would be jerseys. And I know there's like people out there that do it, but there's not that many people that actually do it on a regular basis, like that I know of. If there is, please let me know, because I would be curious to see, and I would love to show my support, because I want to grow with a community that supports one another, that is passionate about the same things that I'm passionate about. Like, I want to see that, but I don't really see, like, the input is not the same as the output. Like, 20 people are saying they want to see it, but then only 2 people show up. And the same thing happened with the jersey battles. Like, I can't tell you how many times people complained about, like, yo, we got to bring the jersey battles back again. What do we got to do to make it happen? Show up. That's what you do. Show up, participate, and be a part of this shit. Like, we've been doing this. Like, I can't, like, how many times have we tried to do like a jersey tournament and crickets? Like, I lost count. I don't know if you remember, Snacks, but like, literally, like,
it's the thing is, people don't see the effort that's put into try to set up something, set up times, do all this, but yet, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we get all these comments. Oh, I can't wait till Friday. I can't wait. I'm gonna be there. Boom, boom, boom. And it's the same people. And I appreciate the people that are there, regardless. But it is a little disappointment when people don't hype it up, Don't be like, oh, this, and that, and then not show up. That's just like, that shit turns you off, man. It turns you off. That's why like the Jersey community is not booming like it used to on YouTube, because we was okay with it was just us. But don't sit there and have all these comments talking about, oh, you guys should do this, and you guys, I would tune in if this happened, and then we do it, and then nobody shows up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people I just fucking call out easily, but this ain't my platform to don't do that. But it's just like when I read it, I saw the positive light in it, but then I was like, yo, this is the same shit all the fucking time. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all really about the community, like, well, we are the community. There's what you see here, Rez, and we're the community. Anything outside of this is like, I don't know.
I think like the only thing that I could possibly, by the way, what's good, Adam? Sorry, you just said. The only thing
being a hype man right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big facts, bro. Big facts.
The only thing though that I could think of that separates that is the content creator. So that to me, the way I'm looking at it is that I'm not good enough, or somebody has something against me personally. That I mean, because what else is separating me?
Oh, there's definitely people don't. I know people that don't. Not everybody's gonna like you. I know people that don't like me. I know people that don't like.
Shit, I fucking hate snacks, bro. Fuck snacks. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't put my energy into those people. I put the energy into people that fuck with me. That's it. That's who I focus with. I like Rez. Like we should worry about whoever's here. We're having this conversation because we're just having this conversation, but we should always worry about who's here and not focus on the people that are not here. To me, they're just missing out. But it sucks is when you see a post about, hey, like, does anybody have any information on like the difference between a fuse and a thing? I'm like, bro, we talk like there's mad videos. Rez makes videos.
Luca just dropped a video on that shit.
Videos. Like we went live and talked about this. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes people are not in tune on social media like that, but bro, like we it's the same fucking people that know who Rez is, that know who Mighty is, who know who Mac is and Jaguar. It's like I know I'm not trying to sound like I'm not whining or anything. It's just I'm spitting facts. No, like, at the end of the day, it's fucking facts. Just sucks, bro.
Just to highlight Mac's comment, like, so what is it then? Because I'm asking the question.
Because people are fucking lazy, bro. They talk a lot of game until shit gets real. Then they get lazy.
People like to talk. That's it. People like to hear their own fucking voices and don't follow through. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's not hard, bro. Like, to me, it's like some people are just not meant for being on camera. I understand that. Some people are not meant to talk, to express themselves. It's probably hard for them to express themselves, especially like with somebody like me. I can sometimes be a little bit aggressive, and people might not find that cool.
Hey,
what's up, guys?
What's
I guess I touched the nerve. I guess, huh?
No, you didn't touch a nerve. This is just something that's been going on for years.
This is a conversation.
You bringing it up. It just brought out the same fucking people that always talk about, oh, you should do this. I enjoy these content, but they never fucking show up. But I bet you any money, if they find out, oh shit, they were talking shit about whatever, and
they fucking hop on immediately. They'd be like, yo, fuck you, man.
People get mad views and people feel salty some type of way.
Negativity is always like, I guess it sells more. I guess, having a contrarian attitude, whether it's on social media or even in streaming, is always, it brings more people. And I noticed that not just in the Jersey collecting community, just in general, like in collecting in every way, shape, or form. I mean, there's a channel I follow called Retro Blasting. I think most of his highly viewed videos is him going on rants about stuff, being, a contrarian towards other companies, whether it's NECA, whatever, or just like reacting to somebody else,
Yeah, just be angry. That's all you got to do.
So I just
bro, AVDN is still getting views fucking 15 years later.
So that's what happens in Kings. Like once a negative topic comes up, it's flooded. 40, 50 comments. Yep. Just everybody there. But yet, if Adam drops, hey, I got this new pickup, I'm excited.
I'll get like 5 people who comment, maybe 7 likes, and that'll be it.
It's not the same energy. You know what I'm saying? If we're a community and we claim we're a community, we don't act like a community. We like drama. We like people talking shit, and then people, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, bro. Trust me, being an admin, I know Matt can come in here and vouch for me. What the things that you guys don't see, it's crazy, bro.
Bro, I can count on one hand how many people comment and like on my shit whenever I post. That's why I don't post anymore.
Yeah, I'm not saying every comment should have 100 or 1,000 comments.
Oh no,
1,000 likes. But yet, I bet if the same person has a negative view on something, that shit would just get flooded with negativity.
Bro, that's why fucking he who shall not be named fucking got millions of views or whatever because he just fucking yelled and shit and pissed on everything.
I don't know who that is. That's
CM Punk. You guys want to have to tell me
No.
No, like I said, like I want. This is a great topic to discuss, and you know it is a current event because this has been a question that has been floating. Like Louis, like I know you posted that because you were genuinely noticed. Like just out of curiosity, prior to me reaching out to you directly today, did you know about my channel at all, like or my post about like these lives? Or
I think I follow your
other.
I follow this channel before. I know you have posted links on Kings before. I've seen videos in the past. Same thing with Luca. Same thing with Leonidas. Like a lot of like you guys became my gateway with this community because like I had said it before on the group. I didn't know jersey collecting was a thing. This is something I still dress like I did when I was 18. So it's
I think
more
we
like,
all do.
So do I.
Yeah, like my obsession started when I was like 12, 13. Like I think I mentioned it in the actual post. I watched Do the Right Thing, and the first thing you see outside of the intro with Rosie Perez dancing to Don't Believe the Hype is Spike Lee getting up out of bed in a Jordan jersey. And the first thing in my head was, wait, you can buy those? And then moving here, like a couple years later, watching the Bulls win their first championship and watching Jordan, holding the trophy, what became a locker room shirt nowadays. And then literally within a week, I ventured to the local mall in this area and I saw the very same shirt in front of a store. And again, I said, wait, you can buy those? So my obsession started there. You know what I mean? Like it's just, the aesthetic of like a sports jersey just became a thing for me. I guess mostly because, I was very unathletic growing up and I could never play any sport. So I think it came from that and just, I always been obsessed with like logos, even as a little kid, I used to cut out little logos out of like, the newspaper and try to put them like stick them with tape on dominoes. And that'd be like my little, my little buildings, from my dad cast cars as a little kid. And so it evolved all from that. And then once I was able to afford buying them, I was just buying them. I said every paycheck, I was living at home. So it just started a thing. I still have like, I think they could attest to it. I still have the jerseys I had from, back when I was in high school.
That's great. And that's great because you're passionate about the same things that a lot of us are passionate about as well. Like you look at Snacks' backdrop, he has like everything from the 90s to sports, and Adam as well, big sports guy. Collects hats and stuff like that and jerseys. And Mighty, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, just want to make sure. Mighty as well. Mighty Mouse fan has a huge curation of sports jerseys, and I mean, we've all kind of knew each other for a long time, but
I just have a few.
I just have
just a couple.
Only a couple thousand.
Small little humble collection.
But my point is though, we all share a common interest of collecting, and it's a lot of it gets put on Kings as well. So when, like I understand there's members that are joining every day. There's new members, veteran members, like that are supporting the channel. And the people that participate, that post regularly, I feel like those people, like everybody should know who they are or what we post or what we do, because again, if it's posted on the group, and the likelihood that they saw your post, what about for everybody else that's posting a new jersey pickup or proposing an idea that we do? Like, where are those same people? You know what I mean? And that's the part that kind of where I scratch my head about it, because I've been doing these live streams for almost 3 years now, and these started around the pandemic. And I don't know if you remember, or if you were a part of the group then, Luis, but what we would do, remember when we would go on Kings and we would do a live on Kings.
Actually, I've been on a couple lives with y'all.
Yeah, we would have a conversation just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we would talk about jerseys just like this, and other, so I don't know where the disconnect happens. That's what I was trying to figure out, because I was like, okay, well, if I'm doing that same thing just on a different platform, then what is separating that from the same numbers of people doing that, hopping on my my live?
These people are not tech savvy. I mean, they're already joining the lives to begin with. They already have a working knowledge of how to join a discussion like this in the group. So it's not that much different doing it in this platform. I know, like, Snack said before, I've been through a lot in the last, 11 months. Last time you guys saw me, I had a lot more stuff behind me. So, most of it is in storage. I mean, I'm literally living out of a legitimate room right now. And, I'm starting over. It's like, this is my Seth Rollins moment. This is my redesign, rebuild, reclaim kind of thing. And,
all right.
and I try my best, I try my best now to, still be active in the group. This current job I'm in actually allows me to be, I call it Jersey Guy 2.0, because that's when, back when I was in that store back in the 90s, that was my uniform. I was sports jersey, baseball cap, jeans, that was my thing. I was Jersey Guy. Where's Jersey Guy at?
Mm-hmm.
So, and this allowed me, because it's the first thing I asked when I signed with DTLR. They're like, all right, what's the uniform? He goes, well, as long as it's not offensive. I'm like, oh, okay. So I could wear sports jerseys, wrestling shirts, metal shirts, whatever. He goes, yeah, as long as it's not offensive. I'm like, okay. First day I showed up, Saquon Barkley jersey. So, and it's funny because the store manager who was training me, I trained at the mall store for 5 weeks. I currently work at it's a street store, and I live 2 blocks away from it. There's a stadium right around us. It's it's a minor league stadium. The Philadelphia Lehigh Valley Phantoms play there. It's called the PP&L Center. We literally neighbors with them. And
Lehigh Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Lehigh Valley.
What about
yep.
Lehigh Valley? Yeah, Lehigh Valley Phantoms.
Phantom. Yeah.
Yep.
Flyers,
So I'm literally
Flyers
neighbors with
Philly.
PP&L. So,
Mighty, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Luis, but like,
that's right.
I want to get to everybody in the room, but like, Mighty, do you have anything that anything you want to add to this topic, or?
Well, I've always noticed, and I don't know, it's just one of those mysteries of life. I think we've all seen it. I think there's just something about, it's weird, because we do have a lot of members in the community who, I mean, there are many, many, many people who don't seem to get involved. Not just, camming up and coming on, camera, or being right in the group here like we're talking right now, but even in the comments, or like, Snacks was saying, leave a like, just, be a, like, show support. And, I remember when, even during the pandemic time, when we would do our lives, you would see the numbers of, because you could see the numbers of people who were watching at the time. And it never really was like, how many people were in the groups. And it just never really was a ton of people hopping on there, right? So even like when I would do my lives or whatever, even if I would like say, okay, I'm going to commit, and I'm not saying I'm doing this, but hypothetically, if I said, okay, I'm going to commit to doing a live every month, once a month on Instagram, I guarantee you it would probably be the same people hopping on every month. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I would welcome you guys if it's you guys. I'm not saying, oh, it's the same people over and over. What I'm saying is, even in a group as large as what we have, when we do these lives, you do notice it's always, sans maybe one or two other people, it's always kind of the same kind of grouping that hop on and be a part of it, kind of do this with us, right? And it's just one of those things. I think there's a lot of people that just don't do the live deal for whatever reason, as communicative as they are, and maybe they feel it's easier to kind of be almost anonymous in a way and just post their whatever's on the threads and reply to these threads. And because you see a lot of people are just so passionate when you have some of these like conversations just kind of sprout up about some sort of, usually it's Mitchell and Ness got something wrong or whatever it is, right? Or Swingman versus Authentic or whatever.
Oh,
you
Jesus.
have so many people getting involved. And when we do a live, Rez, even if you tell people in advance, this is going to be the topic of conversation, Swingman versus Authentic, you see that it's only a select few. And I just think that's just always the way it is. I don't know how to exactly explain it. I think that maybe just for people, they just find it easier to just get on these threads and kind of just throw their 2 cents on there. And it's weird. I mean, I agree with you. It is definitely weird, but I don't know really exactly how to explain. Besides, I just think it's just one of those things. Lives, for whatever reason, don't seem to attract the attention that some of the threads in the Facebook groups do, and it's just one of those weird deals.
And to add to that, once again, is to me, I get pissed off at the motherfuckers that when you say you're going live, and it's the shitload of people that comment, "Oh, I can't wait, I'm gonna be there, can't wait to be there," boom, 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 then don't show up. That's the people I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's the people that pisses me off. Don't fucking comment at all. Like, are you just commenting just to comment? Or you just like, yo, if you're gonna be there, be there. You know what I'm saying? I know shit happens.
Like a lot of picnics.
But don't hype it up. Like all those people that commented under your posts, you think those are the people that are gonna show up and support if you do decide to do like spend money on a camera, spend money on a mic, spend money on the qualities, take away from your family. You think those people that had all this shit to say, do you think there's going to be the ones that are going to be like, "Hey, man, I'm here. I'm glad you started"? No, it's not going to happen. You know what's going to be? It's the fakers right here. It's the same.
I was saying, it'll probably be y'all, but it'll probably be like local family, friends here, and that will be pretty much it. It's similar to what a friend of mine, a couple friends of mine, have a podcast about. Started with Transformers, called Black and Shout. They started with that. Now it's just nerd everything. And part of the reason I made that post to begin with is because it feels like lately I've had a lot to say about what's going on, like how I feel like about not just Jersey collecting community, but in general, what the general feeling is towards jerseys, like towards jersey heads, like I call myself, because I work with sneakerheads on a daily basis. I deal with sneakerheads.
Like, to me, it's like I'm hearing you. I hear what you're saying because maybe this is the first time you think we're hearing this. This is not we had these conversations hundreds of times in hundreds of lives, not hundreds, but many lives that we had these conversations about the state of the Jersey community, the state of Jersey on YouTube. Every year Rez goes through like a Rez, or he has a panel that goes through all the new jerseys that are coming out in the NBA season. What you think? Is it the do's, the don'ts, what you don't like? You know what I'm saying? We every year we do this, and every year is the same people that show up. But yet you go on Kings and you see all these people talking about, man, we should have a live talking about this. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, like this ain't nothing new. And to me, I understand if you're new and you don't know about it, I get it. But when it's the people that that they know that Rez has a live every Wednesday, that's the part that pisses me off. Like, bro,
yeah.
Like it's to me. At the end of the day, I get frustrated, but I don't care because I worry about the people that are here. Like we're here, we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
But yet when you're running a page on Kings and you see all these comments about how everybody want to put their 2 cents in, but these are the people that put their 2 cents in that never come and support, never show love, never even gives a like button. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like this Jersey community on YouTube, we're the one that's keeping it alive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making content, but at least I go and go like whatever I need to like. If it makes if I like your video and it makes somebody else see like, oh shit, Albert liked this video. What is that about? If it takes a new person for Rez's video, all it takes for me to like the button, to hit the like button, people can't even do that. But they're quick to fucking bitch about swingman jerseys.
I mean, the thing is, we could probably we could,
man, I'm fucking getting hot.
Like there could be a topic of discussion on Kings, and it's like the big topic everyone's talking about all day. I guarantee you, if one of us goes live on Kings to talk about it, you won't have hardly anyone joining in or
you have the same 5-10 people that always show up.
It's just kind of weird.
Yeah,
it's like, well, here we are. We're talking about this. No, okay.
Bueller?
It's one of those things too, where and that also to keep it 100 with you guys, like that feeling. That's kind of what contributed to me deciding to end the lives at episode 100. You know what I mean? Because I want to grow the channel. I don't want to be stagnant, and not to take anything away from my regulars, Snacks, Adam, Mighty, Mac, Jake, like all you guys, Bay Area, all you guys that show up, that tune in, like the post, like the video, like this, that comment and stuff like that. Like I'm always gonna remember that. Like, I'll never ever forget that type of support that you guys have shown me, throughout the years. But it's not growing. Like we're the same people that are here every week, day in and day out. And if it wasn't for you guys, these lives wouldn't even make it to episode 80. Like you guys are the reasons why I do these lives, why I take time out of my life, out of my schedule, to make content for you guys, because I like growing. I want to grow a community. I want to share my passion with everybody. And I know there's people out there that have the same interests as me, but where are they at? You know what I'm saying? Like where are all the other 4,000 and 990 members? You know what I'm saying? Like if there's only 10 of us that are like here, like where are they at?
That's what I'm saying.
I reach out to them. Okay, they might not have YouTube. I have an Instagram. They might not have Instagram. I have Facebook. They might not it's like I'm doing everything that I can to try and reach out to an audience that these same people are asking for, and like Luis, like not to take anything away from your post, I think it was a great post. It definitely sparked conversation, but like Snack said, we've been talking about this. We've been doing this. We've been, it just doesn't add up at the end of the day. And that's the part that frustrates me as well. And that's another reason why I decided that episode 100, it's time to lace up the boots and move on, because I definitely feel like, I had this vision in my head that this channel and this segment was going to grow with the community. And it has grown, but I feel like it's peaked. Like that's it. Like there's really nothing else. There's nothing more for me to give, to these live streams, because it's like there's nobody else that's willing to be a part of this.
Right.
And I have to swallow that. Like I have to swallow that, and understand like it's nothing against me. I have to tell myself like it's not me. It's just people that are talking out of their ass, basically. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but definitely some of us have been doing this, like been on YouTube for years, like decades. And
especially some of Max's old videos he's shown me.
Yeah, no, like if you look at some of my our old videos, these are videos that are from like the early 2000s. Within that time frame, like I got married, I got my own spot, like there's so much, so many life changes in our lives, throughout those years. And people are now just saying like, well, I've never seen anybody on YouTube that ever made a jersey review. Like put your hands in the air. Like, what the hell, like.
Matter of fact, that's how I found the group. I was actually searching jersey reviews on YouTube, and I think I found King Leonard's channel.
That's what I'm saying, and that's
what
I'm saying though. Like you did that. Like you actually went online. You were looking for something, and you found it. So why can't anybody else do that? These are the same people that are typing that, oh yeah, I'd support you 100%. And you mean, and people are telling me, well, maybe they're not tech savvy. I'm not buying that, because you have to actually log in your Facebook, go on a group, navigate, and actually respond to somebody's comment. And you mean to tell me you don't know where to go to find something? Like, I find that really hard to believe. Like,
another example
is literally one of the biggest fucking platforms on the planet Earth, and y'all can't fucking find this shit. Come on.
And another example is, every year, man, we should have a Jersey meetup. Man, that'd be great. We all just meet up.
That was what I was gonna say. We fucking did it.
I did a month. Look, every week I was like, yo, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here.
And how many people showed up?
We're gonna be here. Everybody's like, oh, that's awesome. Totally gonna be there. Boom, boom, boom. No, the people that are guaranteed are always there. Then two, as soon as we have a picture of all of us meeting up,
damn.
Told me I would have totally been there. I'm like, yo, shut that. Sometimes, yo, I want to just tell Kings and throwbacks to go.
Yeah, I mean, look, I flew all the way from the West Coast, bro, like thousands of miles to get there and meet up with y'all for like just literally like weekend. And you mean to tell me people who are like 30 minutes away, a state away, like I could get there and probably wouldn't be willing to make it? That makes no sense.
Snacks came up from Connecticut. Fucking Mighty made it from Philly. Fucking Mark made it from Maryland.
No, the thing that is like everybody keeps saying, "Oh man, that's great, that's awesome. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it." The day comes, what happens? Oh, how come you guys didn't say anything? I totally would have showed up. Like that's the people that fucking frustrate. Like, bro, like everybody's so fucking full of shit, bro.
A lot of this.
Everybody wants to be a gangster, so gangster shit needs to get done.
By the way, as an aside, the Nostalgia Boy, I don't know, I think within last year, if you saw a lot of my older posts pre getting locked out of the house, a lot of my Jersey posts, I was doing my best impression of him posing, like, because it's usual habit for me to either do the metal side, the too sweet. So I'm like, wait a minute, I guess I gotta pull back a bit. So I started, doing my best. I know we have the same last name, so I figured, I guess I pull off my best Roberto Rivera. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of the older pictures from like a year ago or so that I'm just like, hands kind of crossed, showing off the jersey. So. And I still do it. Actually, I think I did it like when I got these a couple weeks ago. Wearing my Lawrence Taylor throwback to go with them right before going to work. I had to show off the hey, this is the reason I got these shoes, because I had this jersey for about 20 years that I finally got a pair of shoes to match with. So, and I showed up. I went to work the very next day after they sold out, and I kept getting asked, "Do you have those?" I'm like, "No. Sorry, I sold out of men's." And they're like, "You bought the last pair, didn't you?" I'm like, "No, technically the first pair, but because that used to be the same question back in the day with jerseys too. Like back when Randy Moss was his rookie year, I think we were the first store of the mall to carry his replica. And I remember literally when we put them out of the box, I pulled out an extra large, took off whatever jersey I was wearing, put it on, and I walked out of the store. Gave a lap around the mall, and I brought like 5 people with me. It's like, hey, where'd you get that? I'm like, follow me. And I took this very same jersey, put it by the cabinet, and just sat there too closer to Christmas. And a friend of mine said, hey, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, hey, as a matter of fact, here, this is what I want. And I think I wore it like Christmas Eve. And the lady's like, you have any more of those? And I'm like, nah, man, we've been sold out. She goes, you bought the last one, didn't you? I'm like, actually, when I get technical, this is the first one I pulled out of the box. Actually, I technically bought the first one. He's like, we don't have to be a dick about it. I'm like, listen, you asked. And that seems to be the thing. Even I went 20 years away from retail, from 03 to like, last October. And believe me, I spent a lot of this last Christmas season asking myself, why did I come back to retail? And it was not a necessity. I had nothing. It was $0 an hour. I went from $0 an hour to this position, and I don't get paid enough to deal with a lot of the shit I deal with at that store. So, I
don't. My bad, Louis. Like, I don't mean to cut you off, but like, I kind of want to go back to the conversation that we were having about the.
I got you, man. Sorry.
With the whole. No, you're good, man. But like, what does that mean? Like moving forward, like what should we do? You know what I mean? Like, I guess is the question.
I don't think there's anything we can do. I think it's just one of those things. I mean, it's like Albert said, we did that epic meetup. Albert posted about that. I mean, we tried every which way we could to promote it for months.
Bro, I was fucking hitting up people. I fucking hit up fucking Andrew Knoll. I fucking hit up I even hit up Luca. I'm like, yo, I mean, mind you, he ended up coming, but fucking like, I hit up mad people, and I was like, and they were all like, oh man, I can't. I'm like, dude,
I just think it's like almost like an organic thing. I think when you do these lives, it's just basically the way I work is if I know it's been a minute since I've done a live, but if I do a live, I just go into it saying, you know what, I'm just going to do it and have fun with it. Whoever hops in, hops in. You know, whoever is in the comments, whatever, I'll appreciate it. But I'm just going to go into it. I'm just going to have now, Rez, obviously it's different from you because you're doing it on your YouTube channel and you were making this like a weekly series and you did an amazing job. But, you know, for me, I think it's more of I am under the realization that, you know, lives in this type of deal is just never going to get the type of exposure or people in it the way, you know, those threads do in the groups like Kings. And it's just I don't know. Maybe it's kind of odd, but I've almost kind of grown to kind of accept it and just know that this is just the way it is. You know, it's weird, but it is what it is. But you know, when I do it, I'm just gonna do it, and you know, I mean I can't explain why you don't get as many people involved, but it's just one of those unfortunate facts of life. It seems even after the pandemic.
I think it's also a matter of convenience too. It's a matter of convenience. It's easier to just sit there for, you know, whatever long it takes to write down a comment on the thread versus sitting here and having a full-on conversation. You know, some people may not even have the time. I'm not making excuses for other people. I mean, it's just, you know, there's outlets out there for everyone to be able to be involved. There's no excuses. You have many different platforms to be able to have conversations like this. Why there's, you know, if sometimes it feels like you guys have been speaking about it, it feels like it's a lot of lip service. It's a lot of like, oh yeah, I'll do it. All right. When it comes down, when the chips are down, they're not gonna be there for you. So if you're counting on a trust fall of some sort, you're gonna end up on the ground. And you know, it's disappointing. I know, like I said, we have had many conversations in the past, like just like this one, and I enjoyed it. Like you know, when I was going through what I was going through last year, my depression was beating the crap out of me. And one thing I enjoyed was hanging out with you guys. You know, being in the attic, forgetting what was going on behind me, you know, what was going on top of me, basically, and just talking about, you know, finding like-minded people to just love the same thing I do, and being shocked and surprised that it wasn't just jerseys. You guys, like, you know, for example, you're wearing a John Cena hat. I'm like, oh, he's a wrestling fan. That's amazing. You know, like just, yeah. So, you know, just having like-minded people, like-minded interests is something that, you know, I grew up an outcast. You know what I mean? Like to see y'all basically interact with each other and just, you know, the meetups. I've been jealous of the meetups, man. Especially when you all being at the flagship store down in Philly. I was like, man, if I had a car.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I also want to say real quick, I'm probably going to hop off soon, but I want to say it's not unique to this group because in the hat group, same deal. The views from the Vault guys, when I was real involved, you know, with them, and we would do our videos and we would be live on YouTube and they would do their weekly shows and everyone knew when they were on, the amount of views that they would get were just for the amount of people who were in the the fitted society, nowhere near the amount of people who were in the group on Facebook. Nowhere near. And we would do lives. People would go live on that group too. People would go live on the group on Facebook. I went live from time to time on there. You would have people doing stuff on YouTube or wherever, and it would be just like this. It would just be the regulars, and it would be maybe whoever else was on there, but it really was never to the amount of people who were in that community posting on their groups, posting on their other sources that outlets that they have, because you're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And when you would do a live, when you would do something like case in point, Views in the Vault, when those guys do their stuff, or anyone else in those communities and would go on YouTube and do a live, or Instagram, a lot of those guys do stuff on Instagram. Just the amount of views is nowhere near what those communities are. So it's not something that's just something that happens with us in this community. I think it's just this, for whatever reason, it's just a community wide type of deal, for whatever reason.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, that's I think you hit the nail on the head with that one, Money, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't want to discourage anybody that is thinking about doing something like this, because I really encourage you. I really do. You know what I said, but there's a lot of things to consider, when dedicating yourself to doing something like this platform, because again, like I've been doing this for a long time. A lot of us have been doing this for a long time, and we've seen the ups and downs of the input and output just don't seem to mesh. They're not consistent with each other. If you're doing this because you're passionate about doing it, that should always be the first and foremost. You should never feel robotic or feel like you're forced to do something. Because I do this stuff because I do my channel because I'm passionate about sharing my stuff with you guys, but also that extra incentive is sharing it with real life people like you and everybody else that's on here with me, because it makes it feel much more genuine, and it makes it much more fun. You know what I mean? Like it's having all this stuff's great, but being able to talk with other people who also have this stuff is better. It's much more gratifying and enjoyable, I feel like. You know what I mean? And there's so many people out there that have this passion, but again, it just doesn't add up. And
actually, if it wasn't for you guys, I know there's a lot of you here, some of the comments I actually had gotten to interact with on Kings and have talked to you guys personally as well. So yeah, I totally get that right there. I have been very grateful. You know what I mean? Nostalgia, but Mighty Fan, where you from? I know you immediately knew where Lehigh Valley is at, so I kind of figured.
Oh, I'm from the Philly area.
Are you from Philly area? All right,
Yep.
cool.
I go to at least one Phantoms game a year with my buddy Mark. We also go to Iron Pigs game a year.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to go to the rookie game, the Rangers Flyers rookie game in a couple weeks. I know the PR director for the Phantoms. He's actually shopped at the store.
Nice.
That's how I was able to score the game. I went to the Hartford versus Lehigh Valley game in my Rangers gear, and the first people that gave me crap were the people taking the ticket. You live in Allentown. Why are you wearing a Rangers jersey? I'm like, I work right at the end of the block. I open at 11 in the morning if you want to meet me there. So yeah, I immediately got I've been dealing with Philly fans most of my adult life, especially
Go Birds.
We're in these, right? So
Go Birds.
Yeah, see, there you go, case in point. So, but you guys have been, a breath of fresh air. Like I said, I've been through a lot of crap, and talking to y'all, it kind of re-sparked my passion for this. That's the big constant I have had throughout my whole life. Whether I'm a sneakerhead or dabble with buying sneakers or collect action figures or collect whatever, the one constant I've had since high school to today has been my passion for jerseys. So that's where my thoughts started in the first place. I'm like, wait, this is the one constant I have had in my life. It's, whether it's buying a replica back in the day or literally, trying to find a classic Saquon Barkley jersey, the classic colorway before he hopefully doesn't, hopefully he resigns next year, but who knows? But, I was told when he had a horrible 2021 season, I showed off the picture on Twitter of my 3 authentic Saquon Barkley Vapor Elites, and throw them away, sell them. And I'm like, oh, really? Really? You guys are going to go that way? You know, I literally got into arguments with other Giant fans. Oh, the mascot. I'm like, listen, I've seen the kid play from high school. I went to more Whitehall high school games when he was playing than when I was going to Whitehall.
Mm-hmm.
So I seen him, you know, from start to now. So, you know, call me biased, but I seen the kid literally grow up in front of my eyes. So I have a soft spot for him. And honestly, you know, like I would love to do a meetup. I mean, like I said, I'm still a work in progress. And retail kind of sucks, especially closer to fall and Christmas time. But I would love it. I would love to go down. You know, I haven't been to the Mitchell and Ness. You know, heck, it wasn't even called a flagship store last time I was there. It was pre-Reebok purchase. That was 2005. I went when it was literally a mom and pop shop. You know, when it was literally, you know, entryway glass. It looked like, you know, a regular storefront, and I was in awe. It was one of those where, like, if I won the lottery, I would be like size 48, size 48, size 48, size 48, size 48. So, you know, that became like my obsession. I remember when Mitchell Ness was a mail order thing. Actually, when I worked at the store, my mentor, actually, you know, my God rest his soul, he handed me, here, you like jerseys? Check these out. And I'm like, Mitchell Ness. I am right front and center, Phillies wool jersey. I was like, huh. Open it up, started looking at all the jerseys. I'm like, damn, $325 for a jersey? Crap. All right. You know, little we know, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, when I went there the first time, I remember must have been, oh God, I don't even remember the year. It must have been around 04 or 05, around the holidays, because that's when I found out where it was. Actually, through a holiday party. Someone at the party used to work there, and they told me where it was. May have been a mistake, but anyhow, I go in there and it's just racks, and it was when the store was on Chestnut Street, and it was just racks, circular racks, and they had a lot of the old stuff, because they had just started moving into the China, you know, the stuff that they have now, the China runs,
right?
But they had a lot of the old run stuff still in the store. And it was basically, it was heavy. You walk in there, all they had was jerseys and a wall of hats, some jackets. But I'll never forget those big circular racks of jerseys. And then I would look at them and I would see the price tags. And I'm like, okay, well, this probably isn't going to happen. Now in my house, I got big Z bottom racks full of these things. And it's you know, from humble beginnings. I mean, that's what it is. It starts with one or two, and then, you know, it kind of goes a little crazy from that. But fellas, anyhow, I'm gonna head out. I gotta get to bed. But Rez, great job again. Good seeing all of you guys. You're not seeing me because I'm in bed right
hit me
now,
up on Facebook, man. We should hook up sometime.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah.
But next time you come up here, let me know.
Yeah, sure. I will say this in conclusion before I head out, though, to you, Rez, and all you guys, and anyone watching this. You know, don't think this has a deterrent. You know, the lives are always fun. And, you know, I know the numbers might not show it, but it's always appreciated. And if anyone out there wants to do a live, feel free to do it, because even though whatever the amount of people who join in or view or comment or whatever, it's still a fun thing to do. It keeps us kind of, you know, keep me connected and bring people closer together. So, you know, that at the end of the day, I mean, I still think it's a great tool, you know, to use for us to have a platform to speak and whatnot. And, you know, I don't know, maybe for me to get angry about Ben Simmons, I have no idea. But what I do know is it is still a fun thing to do. And I would encourage anyone out there who's watching this right now, feel free to go live and do it, because it you know, you have the ability to do it, so go ahead and do it, and you know, and just have fun with it. But Rez, great job again. Thanks again, fellas.
Of course.
And have a great rest of the live, Rez. I'll see you guys again soon.
All right, later, man.
I appreciate that. You know, always a pleasure having him on here and sharing his thoughts. Fellow Jersey head and good friend as well. You know, so I mean, yeah, like it's like I said, man, like it's definitely something that we've all kind of already dabbled with. We've been there, done that kind of ordeal. You know, so it's just it's interesting, you know, to kind of look away or afar and just notice
looking
these.
in a mirror, right?
Yeah, no, for sure, man. It just it's an interesting thing, man, and I don't want to put energy into something where I'm not getting the same output. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
At the end of the day, you know, it's like I'm still gonna be collecting. I'm still gonna always be a jersey head, like, you know, whether I'm doing a live stream or not. But as far as making the platform goes, man, like if I heard, you know, that same statement from somebody, you know, like if I like I'd be so rich, like if I got to pay like a quarter for every time I heard that. Like I can't tell you how many times I've heard that.
I like me at work. If I had $100 for every time someone asked me for a discount, I'd be making $1,000 a day.
For sure.
So,
Yo, man, you can hook me up with a discount though.
Well, if you come up here, listen, I'm gonna throw it out there. I may regret this, but these people, you know, the three of y'all here, if you ever make it up here, and I'm still employed, if I still have a member management, you guys are welcome. Let me know if you need something, you need sneakers. I'll ship it out to you with my discount.
Where are you from?
I live in Allentown, Pennsylvania. This is Lehigh Valley area. I'm like about 45 minutes north of Philly.
That's where Billy Kidman's from.
You're on the East Coast.
Yeah, the Eagles used to train at Lehigh way back in the day. I'm talking like late 90s to like maybe 15 years ago. So they opened the current facilities in Philly. So yeah, I used to go behind enemy lines. Never wearing a Giants jersey because, you know, I like to live. And
so, I like not to say fucking Boston fans are crazy.
I have to ask you. It's a jersey question. I have to ask you this, Luis, because I know you're a Giants fan. But what did you think about Mitchell Ness's new authentic Michael Strahan jersey that day?
Oh, that's a loaded question. I think you might have seen my comment on their post. First of all, where do I start? Tackle tool. No. The only reason my 94 LT has tackle tool is because I got it customized in 96. So there was no availability to heat press by then. Okay, the place we sent it, our store sent it to, did the actual stuff for, you know, they had the authentic kits for every sport, and they had the availability for the Giants. That's why it was done that way. Hell, I was in there that way. I don't just want Taylor on the back of the jersey. I want L. Taylor because he only wore that one season. His rookie year. So that's, you know, it's its own thing. But for a brand that prided itself in, like, how do I say this? To pride itself in accuracy, to a tackle tool, numbers are too fucking high. Like, that's already 2 strikes. Off the bat, I'm like, if you make it a 95, just don't make it 93. Say it's a 95 Strahan. Fine, I could deal with that because that's the first year Reebok took over after Apex went out of business. Fine, that's the first year they bought tackle 12. Cool. Hell, I have a Jesse Armstead that's customized by Jerry Cosby's. That's supposed to be a 95 Reebok. Go with that. Fine, I could deal with it. But knowing the fact that the Giants were heat press, matter of fact, that's usually what I told the non-accustomed people that, you know, the casual fan, the Giant fan that wants to get a throwback LT or a Mitchell Ness jersey of some sort. I'm going to tell them, if it's a Mitchell Ness and if it's tackle 12 and it's not a legacy jersey, fake. Simple as that. If it's an 86, you're supposed to have the spider patch, tackle 12, automatic. Don't even look at it. Knock off. Because, you know, I know the history. A lot of teams in the 80s all the way to the mid-90s wore heat press numbers. Cowboys did it to Nike took over. I think Atlanta did it to, like, the year that went before the year we went to the Super Bowl. That's where the numbers in the white jersey flipped. Used to be, you know, the Deion era was black number, red outline. Then all of a sudden, they're making the Super Bowl. They're wearing red numbers, black outline. That's the first year they went tackle toe. Redskins didn't go tackle toe to 99. Hell, the Niners didn't go tackle toe to 88, 89 themselves. I think they were heat pressed for 3 of the first 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I think.
I think by Super Bowl 24 that we went for. So
right.
That's one of the first authentics I ever saw, by the way. A Montana authentic. First one I had in my hands, like, huh.
You're a jersey head, man.
Somebody customized it, man. Somebody totally customized it, like exact fonts. I'm like, I literally thought I had Montana's jersey. That's how I'm blown away by that. So, but that immediately, I'm like, man, how far did Mighty have fallen? Like, one of my only non-Giants jerseys. By the way, I got shit on big time last week. I went to work because, see, I have a few still non-Giants football jerseys I kept in my collection. I have a Steve Young authentic that I bought back in my job. I have a Dion throwback because, it's prime time. It's a 94 throwback as well. So it's my favorite non-Giants jersey of all time. I'm a sucker for draft shadows, says the Rangers fan. So, I wore that jersey because I was going to wear my white Daniel Jones, but I found a stain. I was like, all right, I'm already wearing black jeans. I'm already wearing freaking playoff 13s. You see the Saquon? F it. Man, might as well wear it now before the season starts. So I put on my Dion jersey, and it was the release of the Barclays. And I'm like literally less than a block away from my job, and I've seen this group of people right in front of the store. I'm like, first come, first serve, of course. And I'm like, what is this, 2006? Because I knew a lot of people that were waiting. And one of those, my regulars is a Giants fan. He goes, why are you wearing a Niners jersey? I'm like, because it's prime time. Welcome to Center City, Allentown. So, because it's prime time. He goes, so? I'm like, it's prime time. Like, I have his Falcons jersey. That's one of my first jerseys I purchased because they were clearancing them out. Because when he signed with the Niners, they were clearancing them out and pennies on the dollar for Authentics. It had no name on the back. Still doesn't have a name on the back because I want to get it accurately done. And he's like, yeah, but a true Giants fan wouldn't wear another team's jersey. I'm like, first of all, I've been a jersey head longer than you've been a sneaker head. Second of all, don't ever question my Giants fandom. I've forgotten more Giants football than you know. So, and it was I guess I must have coordinated with, like, there's a place across the street. It's an office building, and including one of those offices is the ADP. ADP does the paychecks and all that stuff. Yeah. They have people every once in a while. They do, I guess, bring sports gear kind of days. That's when I start seeing a lot of jerseys, people wearing jerseys, walking around across the street. And it was this dude in a Saquon Classic jersey, a limited, and I put in quotations because double tackle to a limited. Gee, I wonder what that is. A knockoff. I could see it out a mile away. I'm like, see, he's a real Giants fan. And he goes, hey, go Big Blue. I'm like, this guy's a Giants fan, right? Pointing at me. And I'm like, yeah, but prime time. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to keep saying it to our freaking Go Blue. Prime time, okay? There's only one Dion. Here it is. So as the guy's walking away, I go, how the fuck? See that jersey he's wearing? He goes, yeah. Knock off. And I walked away from him. And my manager's like,
have you how many jerseys do you have, like, in your collection? Do you have
currently in my closet here I have 1/3 of my collection. So I have like about 69, 70 jerseys sitting right here in the closet. The rest are in the storage unit. I think right now overall I have 168. And that's just that I'm keeping. That's the ones that I'm my main collection. I know I have a tub in my sister's basement. That's that I used to wear at the store, like, including like a Jerome Bettis Pittsburgh Steelers jersey. I used to have, I think I actually sold my replica 94 Steve Young and Jerry Rice from Starter from some of my earlier ones. Heck, I had the maroon Steve Young when they first switched to the maroon. Again, hindsight being 2020. My job when the team switched uniforms, they would
It's fire.
Yeah, it is. So when my team switched uniforms, or any team switched uniforms, we used to get rid of them real cheap. We used to get them 75% off. That's how I acquired the Steve Young Authentic. Because $37.50 was way cheaper than $130 back in the 90s. And hindsight being 2020, I should have just brought a couple, kept them dead stock, would have made bank today. But hey, nobody knew this stuff, so but it wasn't a thing. It's just like sneakerheads weren't a thing when I was in the 90s when I was shopping for jerseys or shoes and stuff. So it's not the same.
I actually have because I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
I know kind of have some pickups here. I know Snacks with the OSU shirt, and I actually have something too.
You'll be totally hit it up here, man. By the way, Snacks, Penn State country. Hey, I could care less. I listen. I had a kid that went to Penn State. That's where my loyalty lies. That's it.
So I want to share this. Will kind of add to the live, but every now and then I'll share a pickup that comes in the live. This one was actually it was something I was looking for, but I could never find it for a long time. I've been looking for it for a long time, and this is like right under my nose because this guy was like located pretty much in my neck of the woods, and he actually told me he was gonna throw in a free gift with this purchase here. It is a jersey too, so I'm pretty excited to show you guys what it is.
You don't know what the free gift is in there, right? You just know what you picked up, but you have a free surprise.
I don't know what the gift is, but he did tell me that it was going to be something thrown with the jersey that I got. So definitely. First off, I'm gonna have you guys guess. You guys know what it is? You guys have an idea what it may be?
Is it Cena related?
No, I don't think it is. So
not Cena related. You've been on a college jersey.
Ooh, he's on. Snacks is on something.
Is it Hopalong Cassidy?
Nah, hell no.
Huh?
It's not. He would have showed me though. I would have known it was a Hopalong. There's no. Is
it a player that isn't currently or was in one of your favorite teams in his college version of their uniform or not?
I like them when it was in the league, but
wait, what sport?
Basketball.
I think basketball. So it's a college basketball.
Is it fucking what's his name? The one you had the fake of
No,
Loyola Marymount.
He showed me that one. It can't be. You never see Hank Gathers play.
No, Hank Gathers, no.
Ooh, no, it's not. It's not.
He said he saw him play. He liked him when he was in the league.
Oh, he saw him play.
College basketball, a player that you've seen in the league. Is it Mitchell? It's not Mitchell and Ness, right?
It's not a Mitchell and Ness.
Draymond Green, Michigan State.
Oh, hell no.
Dude, I'm always conflicted about that because Jay Rich is my favorite player. They also went to Michigan State, and they both wore the same number, and I'm like, but nah, it's
Michigan
not.
State, go green.
So it's a college jersey.
What's the color of the jersey?
Ooh, if I tell you the color, you're gonna narrow it down.
Is it Reggie Bush?
Well, he said college basketball.
Oh, college basketball. Right. Is it the Oscar Robertson Cincinnati Bearcats?
He said he saw him play.
I saw him.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that. I mean, I've seen highlights of him play
on YouTube.
No, like I saw him like.
Oh, okay.
Person, like.
Oh, I think it's Davidson.
Oh,
no. I just saw
Is
one.
it Klay Thompson? No.
I'll give you another hint. He did not play for my teams, my favorite teams. Did that?
Okay.
What's the? Tell me the color.
Dude, if I tell you the color, you're
there's no way unless it's like a unique.
Trust me, you will get it because. Yeah.
Just say the color.
I can't.
I guarantee they won't get it. I'll probably get it.
Yeah, you're gonna get it if I give the colors away. If I give you the colors.
Uh.
All right. I'll give you the position of this. Nah, if I do that, then it's gonna give it away.
I gave it away
No,
too.
it's not.
Yeah, no, it is. It is because see, I can't say anymore.
I'm gonna step back a second. I need to use the restroom, guys.
Right?
Wait, what team was he on when he played in the league?
He played for a bunch of teams. He played for a bunch of teams, but yeah, he didn't play for our team, my team.
It's not a Mitchell Ness jersey.
not a Mitchell and Ness jersey.
Is it 29? Is it 29.34?
Authentic jerseys.
I don't know if this would be. I don't think this would be deemed as authentic, but it is stitched.
Oh, you probably got one of those fucking
The flea market jerseys.
Nah, hell no, it ain't fake. Nah.
You have to give us a hint.
All right, I'm gonna give you the position of this player.
That's not gonna help me.
No, it's gonna help. Trust me, it's gonna help you. You ready? It's a point guard.
That doesn't help me,
bro. It's gonna help you. Trust me. You're gonna think about it. You'll be like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna say.
Is it Chris Paul, Wake Forest?
I'm gonna say Santa Clara, Steve Nash.
No, I had that already.
Oh yeah, you had
But
that.
Rondo, Arizona.
You're getting warmer. I'll say that. You're getting warmer.
So it's got to be some kind of Bay Area.
You give up?
Russell Westbrook, UCLA.
It's not Carmelo.
Tell me the color. He says
if I tell you the color, it's gonna. The color is the deck.
Just say the color.
I can't. It's gonna give it away. If I tell you the color, you're gonna be like, "Oh man, all right, I know what this is."
All right, just say the fucking color, man. Come on.
I'll give you one color.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Navy blue.
And this is college.
It's called
Navy blue. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take 3 guesses. And that's it. I'm gonna go.
Oh, he got it. Mac got it.
Jason Kidd, California jersey. Cal jersey.
Damn.
Bingo.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I was gonna like their Michigan colors.
Arizona.
Nah, because you were gonna be like, "Yo, like fuck that Michigan." Like, if I told you, because they have the same colors.
Yeah, they got the same colors. Yeah. Oh, okay. I remember that jersey.
I've been
looking out about 15 years ago. Then I know that's like the old, like kind of like how the LT I have. Like
yeah, this is I got this for $30, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna get this.
That's reversible, right?
Yeah. So this is the reversible.
Yeah, has the protectors on the other side, right?
Say.
I remember that.
So.
Yeah, that's like okay. That's like about maybe 12 to 15 years old now.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know you're gonna wear the California a lot, so.
I mean, like the California Bears are like in a city called Berkeley, which is like a little past San Francisco, so it's not very far away from me. But yeah, I always wanted to get a Cal Bears jersey, and then I guess the seller actually he threw in a matching hat, a snapback.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, that's sick.
Sweet.
He's definitely going to be good.
Oh my God! Fucking enough with the picture.
Fucking handsome, man.
Enough with the fucking picture.
Fire, bro.
I don't know about those colors.
Did you say that? Didn't you say your favorite point guard is Jason Kidd, Snack? You said that, right?
Oh yeah, he's one of my favorite point guards of all time.
Yeah. I think he was super
man. You try to find yourself a pair of Flight Light 95s.
Dude, don't even get me started with the shoe game. The shoe game is fucking crazy. That's a whole nother realm of shit of collecting around that.
I mean, it's not like you don't know anybody who works at a sneaker store or anything.
No, yeah, like I know people, but that shit you still gotta pay.
That is shit.
He says before the color hint, by the way. Saying, man, Mac, man, he knows his jerseys well. But yeah, I know that there was like different styles of the Cal jerseys that Kid wore. Like there was like a yellow one, the white one, and then they had the one that said, I think Bears on it. There's another one. But a lot of the ones I saw him with was the one that said California on there.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I know this is not exactly a jersey pickup of any sort, but I know you being a wrestling fan.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
What? What is that?
That's the Fiend.
Yo, big RIP, man.
Bro, I never realized, bro, like people who aren't even wrestling fans we're talking about Bray Wyatt. Like that dude had such a massive reach. I didn't even know. Like I work at a convenience store and like I was wearing a one of my wrestling shirts and they're like, "Oh, is that the guy that died?" I'm like, "How do you know that he died?" Like they didn't I was just shocked at the fact that they even knew that a wrestler died, let alone fucking like that he died like the day before.
You know what's crazy though? Like, and this goes for anybody. Like, people don't pay attention unless it's something big, like a person's death or hospitalized or some. It has to be something changing, like life changing. Like people like probably didn't pay attention that he got COVID and he was struggling, trying to
nobody knew. I knew after Rumble, I know he was basically the only thing that came out post Rumble was he's dealing with a health issue. That was it.
Yeah.
That's all I heard through the dirt sheets, through social media. There was no sign whatsoever. And this was my dad's favorite wrestler, by the way. He was a Wyatt guy from the minute he saw the Wyatt family for the first time on TV. And my dad's been watching wrestling way longer than I have. So the first thing once a friend of mine told me, first instinct was call my dad and go, "Dad, did you hear?" He goes, "Yeah, Jordy told me." I'm like, what the fuck? Like Terry
Bro,
Funk.
I thought immediately, like I was like, this has to be fake. It has to be fake.
I felt the same way
it wasn't fake.
with Bray that I did with Chadwick Boseman, with Kobe, and with Brody when Brody Lee passed. I mean, last time I probably cried like as if it was somebody in my family died is when Brody Lee passed away a couple years back. And the guy's 10 years younger than me. You know what I mean? Like I literally saw the dude grow up in front of me, like through TV, basically.
I mean, he was basically. I mean, he died at 36. I'm 35, so that's only a year apart. So that really hits home really close.
Right?
It just goes back to show like you never know when when your time is up. I mean, even like Snacks. I know you posted Dwayne Haskins. He passed away. He's 25, like super young.
Yeah, I was also shocked when it happened to him too. But it's like Bray passed away the day after Terry did. Terry Funk. We all knew Terry Funk was in bad health. We all knew it was a matter of when, not if. It was when. He was in a bad health. We're preparing ourselves. We're totally unprepared for Bray. Totally unprepared for Bray Wyatt.
What's funny is that this podcast I listened to, literally like a day or two before, they were like, "Oh, plans in place for Bray Wyatt coming back. Let's speculate what they are." And then fucking like a day or two later, they came on. They said, "Unfortunately, Bray Wyatt has passed away." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Fuck, man!" Literally, they were just talking about fucking him coming back and like plans that were in place for him.
Matter of fact, a friend of mine sent me a video last Thursday. I guess Booker T was on a live stream, like a podcast live stream.
Yep, I saw that.
Found out the news right there, dude.
Yep, I saw that.
See his heartbreak, bro. I was like, that made me cry more. I was like, shit, to find out somebody like right there on air, bro.
Yep.
Like that was, SmackDown was a tough sit through. But I came home from work.
I think they handled that whole thing perfectly, though. I mean, like they gave Terry Funk his flowers. They had Cody Rhodes deliver a beautiful speech. But like that entire episode, I was sad, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? They've handled this really well, and like all the tributes and shit.
LA Knight was fire. He told that line between kayfabe and real life, man.
The LA Knight was the perfect person to deliver that speech.
Yeah.
Especially considering that he was he literally was his last match.
Mm-hmm.
And I got misty eyed when LA Knight was talking. And then when he did the run at the end, oh my God, that broke me.
Yeah. Yeah. Same here. It's still same thing with All In on Sunday. There were a couple of tributes, here and there. When the House of Black came out, you saw the Fireflies, and then Buddy Matthews dropped the freaking lantern, and I literally just started tearing up like, God damn everybody, like it's resonated so much in such I still can't believe it.
Just to go back, because I know I want to keep everybody included in the conversation. I know not everybody's.
Yeah. Sorry, Snacks.
But no, like definitely. I kind of want to change the conversation a little bit, and I know the season for the NFL hasn't started yet, but what's your guys' prediction based on
what? On our favorite teams or all together?
Oh, like who do you think is going to come out victorious this upcoming season? I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I don't think the Niners are going to come out as Super Bowl champs this season.
I think it's going to be the Bills.
The Bills, really?
The Bills. Yep. I think they take that next step. I think they take that next step this year.
You really think Josh Allen's going to take them to the promised land this season?
Yes, I do.
Wow, Snacks is like shaking his head.
And it pains me because I know that the Patriots are going to be fighting for last place with the Jets this year. It pains me.
I don't think. Look, I think GTC. I think the Niners will make it to the postseason, assuming everybody's healthy. But I don't think that they have the. I don't think Purdy is gonna be able to take.
You don't think Purdy's gonna be the guy? How do you feel about the trade?
Oh, with Trey Lance? Oh,
don't get me started with that shit.
I mean, look, man.
It depends what Rez is about to say. I'm about to go off.
My shit with that, like if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know where my stance is with this. The dude was literally like thrown into the wolves. Like, I get it. He battled for the QB position. He didn't make the cut, so he got booted off. I get that.
No, he was a third string back. He could have outplayed Sam Darnold. So that tells you a lot. I'd rather go in with Purdy than Trey Lance.
No, like I definitely think Purdy is far superior than Trey Lance is. Milestone. I'm not saying that. I just think that it's unfair that he got put in a position that he was in, because like literally, like look at the whole Garoppolo situation when he was drafted, and then Garoppolo was like out, like couldn't play. Trey was like, okay, I gotta go in, makes a running touchdown, and then like literally next game, like dude literally got carted off because he wasn't ready. Like I get it, like you gotta be ready at all times, but like to be thrown in a shitty situation like that where you don't have a choice, like
but
you got.
You're the first quarterback to go through that, though.
But he had his chance in the preseason. That's what I'm saying. He had his chance in the preseason. He couldn't even outplay Sam Darnold. And my thing is, literally, Purdy, like, he stepped up to he might not be the sexy name or the sexy player, whatever. But
I don't know. The name like Big Top
if
Frog.
he didn't get hurt, I think the 49ers would have been in the Super Bowl. I think they would have won the Super Bowl, to tell you the truth.
If who? Purdy wasn't hurt?
If Purdy didn't get hurt. Because you
would have been Philly
against the Eagles.
They would have definitely been Philly. They got lucky. I think they had the luckiest streak of playoff run. That was that Purdy got hurt and they played. I forgot who they played in the first round. Like,
hold up, is Mighty still in here?
Listen, I rooted for Dallas. Once Philly beat the once the Eagles beat the Giants in the divisional playoff, I totally freaking killed us. I immediately went, all right, whoever beats Philly, that's what I'm rooting for.
But you saying Darnold? You said Darnold ain't it, but the coaches saw. You gotta trust the coaches. At the end of the day, they probably saw something that they're not publicly showing. They probably like, oh shit, we could get a fourth round pick for him. Go ahead, take him. We don't need him. We're good. My thing is, you don't know what the background. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, GTC. Who is our third QB now? Because we got rid of Trey, so obviously, who is the third? Because it's Purdy, Arnold, and I don't know who the third QB is.
Are you carrying three or no?
I mean, traditionally, like, yeah, you should have third string quarterbacks, right?
Giants
like,
carry two for a decade, more than a decade.
Yeah, all the technique, but man, he's a brain fart after all the good throws. I mean, look, all I'm saying is I still think that there is potential with Lance. I think he's not like a bum like everybody's saying he is. It's almost kind of like
I never said he was a bum. I think him going to the Cowboys, he's gonna disappear, and you're never gonna see that dude play ever.
So do you, I mean,
a long career as a backup.
I definitely feel though like in Dallas he has something to prove because he was like this big top prospect of a draft pick that the Niners.
He's not gonna play over Dak Prescott, and he's not gonna play over what's the other quarterback that went 5-1? The backup
that guy
for the Cowboys.
I don't know.
Well, he went 5. What's his name? Jesus Christ. Anyways, and then they had, I don't know why they got it. So it doesn't make sense because this dude was playing awesome. The third string quarterback that came out of West Virginia. He's fucking amazing too.
Dak. I mean, at some point, like Dak is probably
that dude Rush.
But I mean, you gotta be ready. Like I get it. Like I feel like the QB position is the most stressful position in the NFL for sure. Like you can't have a game without freaking a quarterback. And I think with Trey Lance having so much like eyes on him with being magnified with the whole Jimmy G thing, I think that was just kind of like it exposed him, because he probably thought, okay, I gotta kind of cush. Like we got one of the best offensive team or defensive teams in the league right now. Our offense is great, and it was just like one of those moments like, fuck, my guys are out, you're in. You got to come in. You got to show up.
Trey to me was, I watched college football. This dude barely played college football.
Right.
He was like, they were just bested on potential. He didn't even play anybody good in college. He played for North Dakota State or something like that.
Yeah.
He didn't play anybody. They were just going off potential. You know what I'm saying? So I think they realized, like, bro, this dude ain't it. Maybe you guys do. That's the thing, because if he was a second round pick, you wouldn't give a fuck. But since he was a third round pick and they gave up a lot, you gave a fuck. My thing is, you gotta trust your coaches. Which Mike Shanahan is a great coach and he knows talent. You know what I'm saying? I trust him that he says, "Yo, he can't even outplay fucking Sam Darnold, and Purdy is our guy, and he took us basically almost to the promised land if he didn't get hurt." So I think I'd rather have Purdy than relying on Trey Lance, the unknown, which we would never find out because you think he's going to get playing time in Dallas? Not going to happen.
So you think the Niners were fair to let him go like as fast as they did? Or do you think he kind of
why hold on to him and just have that talk all year about him being a third string, him not even outplaying Sam Darnold, him like, what if Purdy starts playing bad? And like they're not gonna put Trey Lance in, they're gonna put Sam Darnold because he's the backup. So I'd rather just let that noise go away.
They felt they had to cut their losses
and just focus on Purdy. That makes sense.
Yeah, they had to cut the losses as soon as they could in order to avoid, like he said, potential controversy.
I mean, because I'm from the Bay, so like I read all these comments, I see the comments, I was one of those guys. I was like, Trey Area, like this guy's gonna, he's the future and shit.
It's hype for what? You never even seen him play.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, because like I see all the fans that are quick to just like put somebody on the chopping block and complete 180 on them. It was the same thing with Ben Simmons. Like everybody was like praising Ben. Hear me out. Like everybody was praising Ben Simmons. They're like, he's big, he can shoot, he's got size, depth, all that shit, all whole 9 yards. And then he had one bad game, and they're like completely
that's
like
whack ass Philly fans. That's what it is. That's why I'm not a Philly fan anymore. I don't want to be put in the same sentence as those fucking fans.
I mean, that's like like a lot of fans are like that though. Like a lot of now fans who are Niner fans are just bashing, like throwing rocks at like Lance, like figure of speech, but like they're just like, F him, wasted a pick, like this guy's trash. I'm like, yeah, but you guys, where was that energy when he got drafted and when he played? Like
social media has a lot to do with that. I think social media has a lot to do with today's fan being brave enough to have hot takes.
But if you take the media part, the fans away, like you have an amazing coach that knows talent. He literally produces quarterbacks, and I'd rather go into the season with the guy that almost took me to the Super Bowl than put all my marbles into somebody like you don't know what he's going to bring to the table.
An unproven commodity.
So what if Trey Lance would have started? You know, it could be both ways. What if he would have been good, whatever. But what if he just fucking sucked? And then you have to you're starting off the season fucked up. I'd rather put all my marbles in with Purdy. And I think his teammates. I don't know if you. I watch a lot of ESPN. I listen to a lot of ESPN radio, and there's a lot of reports that they're like the 49ers. They really love Brock Purdy. Like they'll fucking run through a wall for him.
Oh, definitely.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather have that guy. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. No, like I'm with you 110%. I think Purdy is far superior, miles, outshines Trey Lance. But is it enough to win the Super Bowl? That's kind of where I'm like, as a realist.
Yeah, your division is not as strong as it used to be either. I mean, the Rams are.
Well, I mean, it's like I said, like
you guys are definitely going to win the division.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that we're gonna possibly win the division and even make it to the playoffs, and maybe even a Super Bowl, assuming we're all healthy. But as far as winning it all, like I said, like this is what Purdy's second year starting as a quarterback. Like that's a lot of pressure, man, and experience goes a long way.
I get that, but you have a great defense. You got playmakers around you. All he has to do is just basically be a game manager. But the thing is, I think he's better than a game manager.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. I think he's a gunslinger. I think he will probably drive you crazy because he is a gunslinger. He is gonna take chances. So he's in that mold, like the Favre, and at times Eli was kind of like that too.
Who do you guys? Going back to the question though, like who do you guys think's who's gonna take?
It's too hard, man. To this way,
if you can narrow it down to top 5 teams, who you think, or top 3 teams, who you think?
What each conference, or all together?
The Super Bowl, or make it to the Super Bowl. I know it's premature. The season
I hate to say it. Barring anything disastrous, I think Philly may be able to do it again. I hate it. Dude, part of me died just saying that. I have to temper my.
They lost too many defensive players. They lost defensive. They lost too many.
You ask Philly fans, don't know. We gotten better.
They think they're gonna win the Super Bowl every fucking year.
Yeah. I personally, as a Giant fan, I have to temper my expectations. My team came completely out of nowhere last year. I know there's gonna be a slump in some way, shape, or form. They're not. If they equal what they did a year ago, I'll be happy. Considering from what they were 2 years ago, where they literally were on a give-up formation against Washington, to where they were a season ago. If everybody stays healthy, especially if Saquon stays healthy, if Daniel Jones could play a full season, this is why I temper my expectations. I went from watching a franchise quarterback literally not miss a game for over a decade to a quarterback that replaced him that you could guarantee to miss a couple games a year. And and because it's also his playing style, doesn't help his playing style. And Giants lose the Giants. I don't know. I would but I mean, I have to literally argue with other Giant fans on social media because they're already like, oh, why can't Jalen Hyatt wear number 11 for the Giants? What's stopping him? Why did they retire Phil Simms' number? And I'm like, motherfucker, were you around when Phil Simms was playing? No, then shut the fuck up. He was 22 for 25 in the Super Bowl. 22 for 25 in the Super Bowl. The third best freaking performance ever. I think below Steve Young's Super Bowl 29 performance. That was one of them there, and I think one of Brady's. I think one of Brady's performances in the Super Bowl. Like all time, above those two. So one's a Hall of Famer, one's a potential Hall of Famer, and out of those 3 incompletions, 2 of them were drops. Like that man was like NBA Jam on fire that Super Bowl. Like he could have made it back to another Super Bowl had he not gotten hurt in 90. The Giants were 10-2 when he got hurt.
It's interesting to highlight my prediction of the teams were also very close to rivalries, but I would throw the Eagles in there as well.
The Eagles. Kansas City. I think Kansas City hasn't lost a step.
The Chiefs are on there. I definitely feel like the Chiefs are going to contend.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that you have to knock off the Chiefs in order to go anywhere. Especially if it's Buffalo, you definitely have to get through Kansas City to get anywhere.
I would like to see the Jags make it just because they've never won anything. Plus, I like Trevor Lawrence, but I don't think they have all the weapons they need to contend against big juggernaut teams.
And this Giant fan, like I am hoping and praying to the football gods that the Jets fall on their faces, please. If there's football gods.
Which is probably what
every team that we all that they always predict that they're gonna have they never end up being in the fucking Super Bowl. So
yeah.
You always every year there's always two teams that always are projected to go to the Super Bowl that always have a bad season. Then there's always like two teams that nobody was thinking about that end up being a playoff team. And there's the two everybody think the Eagles and the fucking
Dallas
who won the Super Bowl last year?
Kansas City.
The Chiefs.
Yeah, well, the Chiefs. So everybody always forgets about the Chiefs. Chiefs are always going to be contending.
Defense is good. Offense is hopefully better than last year, which wouldn't take much. Yeah. Where do you think the Raiders are going to end up next?
Come on, bro. I would never put them.
Even with Jimmy G, you don't think they're gonna make it further in the
nothing. Wow. That Raiders uniform, nothing.
Damn. That's straight up blood right there.
I think the NFC is still gonna be a bloodbath, though. I don't know. It's still gonna be whoever comes out of the East and then East is they're gonna make a noise in the playoffs because.
What about with Miami? You think Miami's
Tua? No. This Raiders gonna be mush.
Yeah. Okay.
Ain't no little quarterbacks gonna win Super Bowls.
Yeah. Tua's gonna be like Troy Aikman in those old '90s video game commercials.
Not even the Cowboys. not even with now that they got
like I said, the NFC East itself is gonna be a bloodbath. The Giants, Eagles, and Cowboys, and don't even forget about Washington. Everybody likes to forget about Washington. They're still gonna be a spoiler. They're still gonna be a pain in the ass.
What about the Ravens?
That's if Lamar stays healthy. Again, that's another quarterback that hasn't proven to stay healthy all season. I think the Ravens go as far as Lamar goes. If Lamar stays relatively healthy and plays well, then
my Super Bowl pick is the Chargers.
To win it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think this dude's unbelievable, the quarterback.
Yeah, but the problem is, it's hurt. It's just him, and what weapons does he have around him? Though, I mean,
what? Are you kidding me? Yes.
That was listen.
He has great running backs, great receivers. They're a good team. The Chargers are a really good team.
I mean, that's basically what I've been told. I'm like, they almost has all these weapons. Huh? Oh, you gotta prove it now.
You really think Kyle is gonna pick up Mac Jones? Really? You think Kyle Shanahan?
No,
all right, man. Nah, I don't think so, man. They're so invested with Purdy, like not gonna. Because they got what for a fourth round? Was it fourth draft pick for Taylor?
First round pick.
Yeah. Gotta remember, Belichick is like
want to get rid of.
So many good quarterbacks coming out next year too. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Who's like top prospect right now in college?
Well, the Heisman Trophy winner, the SoCal, Khalid Williams. I think people are gonna tank to get him. I think the Cardinals are gonna tank this year. They're gonna get rid of. I think they're gonna definitely get rid of fucking this guy, little guy. They're definitely gonna get rid of Kyler Murray, and I think they're gonna go after Khalid Williams. And then you got so many fucking quarterbacks. A quarterback from North Carolina. You got Bo Nix from Oregon. Man, you got the quarterback from Washington. Yo, if y'all not watching college football, please watch it this season, man. It's gonna be so fucking good. It starts this Saturday. Well, tomorrow is gonna be a good. It starts tomorrow.
For sure. Like I said, man. Like I don't watch college sports, but I've always. I think it's hard, man, because everybody's like, you gotta pick a team. But it's like
you don't even have to pick a team. Just watch.
Yeah, you just watch it.
It's so way more exciting. And every game literally counts. And how you win literally counts. That's why, like, NFL, every game doesn't really fucking count.
Ready for
you can make it to the playoffs with a losing record. What kind of shit is that?
All right, fellas. Well, my battery is actually dying on my computer because I have to unplug from my laptop. But I definitely want to thank everybody that was a part of these lives or part of this live tonight. I do these lives every Thursday, every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m.
Change times on me now.
No, the same time, man. Every week, every Wednesday. I got 20 more episodes, man. 20 more episodes of these. So next week, I have a topic in mind that I want to talk about that actually falls in line with a pickup that I have. That'll be interesting to kind of digest that a little bit. But
cool.
You guys have any, Luis? Like, I know it's your first time hopping on live here with me and the rest of the guys.
Man, but listen, guys, I thank you for having me. This has been fun. It's like I said before, this is something that was very therapeutic for me. I enjoy talking with like-minded, people when it comes to my passions, whether it's jerseys or even actually saw a little bit of a wrestling talk just now. So I appreciate it, man.
Of course.
Matter of fact, my usual taunt, I don't flip people off anymore because, I don't want to get canceled. If like somebody gets me mad, I usually just go.
Dude, trust me, we've done far worse on this platform, but no, like I appreciate it. I appreciate that you respect it. Like I said, man, there's a lot of people who speak what they take figure like freedom of speech a little too nicely. Because at the end of the day, like I still got a channel to run. I still got to make sure I'm within guidelines of YouTube and whatnot, man.
No, I'm saying like, in my personal life, I usually, that's my go-to taunt now. It's not, I've gone from flipping off and the cross shop to just like you can't see me. So.
Yeah, that's cool, man. No, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the PG thought. But yeah, man, like if you guys missed the live or you're catching the tail end of this live, don't worry. I have another live coming next week, next Wednesday, same time, same place. And if you guys have a topic that you want to talk about specifically, bring it to my attention. I try to be prepared when I come with these live streams. This one was more of an open live. I try to do these open lives at least once a month. So, that way, if there's something specifically, want to talk about, it's all on the table. But, yeah, man, be prepared for next week. Definitely have another jersey and conversation that I would like to throw out there.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it, man. That was a good one. That Jason Kidd, that's a great one, man. That's a great jersey.
No, I appreciate that, and I'll be doing a video on that very soon as well. So
there you go. Let me know when, man. So
I appreciate it. Subscribe, hit the notification button to be updated. Like the stream, like the channel. You guys have anything closing you want to add before I wrap it up?
It's death, taxes, and the Eagles still suck.
Yo, shout out to Mac for this dope shirt. Got it in gray too, man. So
ooh, you got a new one. Damn. All right, we got to see this.
That's fire.
Damn, bro.
Got all my favorite players growing up. I missed a couple, but 2 national championships.
Well, I immediately see the guy in the middle. I appreciate the guy in the middle.
That's Archie Griffin, right in the middle.
No,
that's Andy Katzenmeyer, Orlando Pace, Eddie George.
Yeah, the other side had Eddie George.
Justin Fields, Olave, Troy Smith.
Yeah, you had Eddie George right here in the back.
Maurice Claret, Bobby Hoying, Terry Glenn, Archie Griffin, Cardell Jones.
Bobby.
The next first pick in the draft next year right there, Marvin Harrison Jr., Joey Bosa.
There you go.
Sean Springs.
I kind of want Marvin Harrison Jr. to wear Giants blue, but that's gonna happen.
Yo, Mac, I gotta hit you up, bro, because like we gotta make that Cena shirt, right, bro? so definitely excited, and then some other shirts as well, man. But that's dope, man. You got those really cool shirts, man. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys. Hopefully, I'll see you guys again next week. All right, have a good night, everybody.
Later, bro.
Peace. Later.